Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we are continuing with the rest of the Windblume event quest. So part 3 it is, guys. Let's go. And I can already see Kale and Sucrose over there. So let's go and get started. Wait, where's the mailbox? Oh, they already pinned the letters up, right? That was real quick. They already sort of like took the time to remove the mailbox. Wonder how long they were standing here.
Traveler, Paimon, great timing. We got a lot of letters in the mailbox, and I just finished sorting them into 4 groups.
Huh, nice.
Nice work! Well, the real work hasn't even started yet. Which batch of letters should we read through first?
It would make sense to usually read through the first batch, would it not? And I'd assume the first batch should be like the first group of people we ran into while looking for Lisa. So Sino, Tignari, and Albedo, their letters should be through first. And then of course we'd have Amber, Eula, Little Clee, and oh, would it sound bad if I forgot if there was one more person patrolling with them? Was it only Amber, Eula, and Clee? Was there anyone else with them? No, I don't think so. Oh no! That's right, we ran into Lisa and Razor and the others before we actually ran into Amber, Eula, Clee. Oh yikes. And then of course there was Timaeus, Mona, and Rosaria. Let's go, it's Joy Above the Clouds. Let's start. Okay, so let's go to our, the clue board. Oh, sorry about that if you guys heard that. Yikes, 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 sorry. Read letters about a flower that is not of this world. A guide who will never get lost. One who would never... Ah, okay, they've been categorized, so it's not by the first group we ran into. Exactly. Okay, how about read letters about a flower that is not of this world? Let's go. About the flower that is not of this world. Read... Okay, we'll start with number 1. Read Dignari's letter. Oh my god, okay. After our conversation the other day, I went over the prophecy's wording carefully. A flower that is not of this world sounds more like a logical paradox. Think about it. If a flower is not of this world, its existence cannot be perceived. However, if it can be perceived, it will not fit the description of the prophecy. As such, my view... Oh my gosh, this is so long. As such, my view is that the riddle's answer doesn't have to be a real plant. However, I must also note, with all due respect, that the person who came up with this riddle may not know all the plants in the world, and I dare say that no one could make such a claim. From this perspective, you could even think of some rare plants as potential candidates for the answer. Attached is a list of rare plant species. I've added a short description to each entry, and I hope you can find your answer within them. Best wishes to you, Dignari. Okay, Albedo's letter. A flower that is not of this world doesn't sound like an existing species or something created through specialized cultivation techniques. With that noted, I believe we should think out of the box. After receiving what I've learned over the years, I have now reached a conclusion. Sucrose also came to discuss her thoughts with me. She hasn't yet decided on an answer at the moment of me writing this letter, so I won't be revealing my own conclusion right now. We can discuss it in detail when we meet, and I hope everyone else will bring their respective answers too. I'll see you then. Albedo. Okay, nice, nice. So they're both thinking that it might be a flower that you could probably create through alchemy, which was one of my first thoughts as well, but then it would kind of conflict with the not of this world statement, seeing as it would be of this world if it was created within this world now, even by alchemical means, would it not? Oh wow, Sucrose wrote a letter for our own mailbox. Okay, let's read it. Okay. It feels strange to insert a letter into the mailbox that I made myself. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. But it did find my answer. At first I thought that a flower created using alchemy would constitute one that is not of this world, according to the prophecy, but after giving it some more thought, I realized... Oh my god. Wait, Mom, wait! Okay, we're sorry about that, guys. Sorry, I just had to speak to my mom. She's just asking me if I wanted to take a trip with them to and go to Costco. Which, I'm good. I don't really like leaving the house much. Anyway, let's keep going. But after giving it some more thought, I realized that instead of creating an actual plant, a flower-shaped mechanism made of alchemical products might fit in the description better. So I arrived at my conclusion. A clock in the shape of a flower. Alright, that's actually interesting. Sounds like something, say, the god of time, Istaroth, would say. No, I'm just kidding, I'm kidding. The long passage of life brushes past the timepiece, leaving fluttering petals in its wake. The lapsing years stir up the leaves, pushing the needle of time forward. Okay, I like her answer. It's actually very well thought out. It's interesting. It's creative. Read other letters. Okay, read letters about a guide who will never get lost. Okay, sure. About the guide who will never get lost. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 letters. Okay, read Mona's letter. Okay, nice. I like it. It's short and sweet and simple. No one can confidently say that they will never get lost, but as long as their wish to guide and help others does not waver, they will become a ship that can traverse the waves eternally. I didn't perform any divination before writing this letter, but I have a feeling that I will witness the truth behind the prophecy together with you all. So if you need me, just call on me at my place. I'll be there. Which is funny though, because you remember that commission we get from Goth to go collect rent from Mona? It's so difficult to find her at her place. Like, every time I usually try, she's never really there. So funny. Yeah, come find her at her place. That has to be a joke. That has to be a joke. Let's read Bennett's letter. Oh, okay. It's not too bad. I've been thinking about this for a long time. Before you came to me with this prophecy, it never crossed my mind that I could be a part of this. Well, as you all know, I'm probably the last person you'd think of when it comes to guiding others. I still have a long way to go, and I'm still trying to figure out how to peacefully coexist with everything in this world. Aw, poor Bennett. But if you're asking me about who can be of help, my friend Fischl and her friend Mona, the astrologist, are both very knowledgeable and brave. I'd say they're probably the ones you're looking for, and that's my answer. Wishing you all good luck. Okay, well, you pointed us in the opposite direction of him, so people say since he's bad luck, going the opposite direction of him would usually be the right answer, so he's pointing us to Fischl and Mona instead. Interesting. Poor guy, but I find him so relatable sometimes. Yikes. Okay, read Amber's letter. Oh, yikes, Amber, why so much writing? Okay, anyway. Guide is too grand a title for me, but I'd love to be everyone's friend. It's something I think I'm good at, and I'm an attentive listener. So do let me know when you feel lost. To use an analogy, I'm like a torch out in the wild, but that will help illuminate everyone's path, so long as it continues to burn bright. If you're wondering why I keep having odd pauses when I'm reading, because the TV is kind of far away from me, well, from where I'm sitting on my bed, so it's kind of hard to read the writing from here. I probably should not be straining my eyes like this as much just to be able to read it, but you know what, let's keep going. Everything written below is not meant for Kale. Dear Kale, if you're reading this, please turn away. I've been worried about Kale lately. She's recovered from the illness, but she still doesn't look all that cheerful. It feels like she still has things she can't let go of. Understandable. After what she's been through, allow me to write down my wish here. I hope that Kale can uncover the secret behind the prophecy and find her happiness. Wherever she is and whoever she becomes, I'll always be her friend no matter what. We're not the savior and the saved. Remember when I was saying before that she views Amber as a savior? And that's why Sucrose is so important to her? Because Sucrose is more like a friend, not someone that had saved her first. But in a way, friends can also be seen as saviors, but not to the extent that Kale views Amber as being a savior. That's different, like I say, like I always keep saying, and I always will. If you've read the webcomic, it makes sense. We're not the savior and the saved, but simply good friends. Amber. Mika's letter. This one's gonna be interesting. I'm hoping it's kind of short, honestly. Mika, why so much writing? Yikes. I hope this letter finds you all well. I didn't expect to be asked such a question, which caused quite a headache at first. I only know how to guide people in the geological sense, but on the journey of life, I'm still a lost kid who needs the guidance of others. But upon seeing your question, I immediately knew what I can help with. I tried drawing a map showing vegetation distribution for Mr. Tignari and Miss Kale, as well as a dragon spotting calendar for Mr. Sino. Both are attached below. In the next few days, I will need to patrol with the captain and draw maps for Miss Lisa. So I can only support you with my well wishes. My apologies, please forgive me. I hope the map and the list will be of some help to you. Mika. There we go, guys. That was Mika Schmitz. Saying the last name right, is it Mika Schmitz? I think so. Unless someone in Genshin pronounces it otherwise, but I don't think they really say the last names as often. Well, at least it's not as often as I've heard Kaya's last name being pronounced in game, Alberich. Yeah. Read other letters. Okay, so next we should have read letters about one who would never lie. Okay, we should see Sino here. Yeah, Rosaria and Razor is an interesting one. I'd expect that though from Razor. Read Sino's letter. You are correct to assume that I seldom lie. Oh, seldom, so he does lie, but it's seldomly done. This has to do with my upbringing. As a desert dweller who has been living within the academia since my childhood, my unusual identity makes it hard for others to trust me, and it would have been harder still if I was not honest. As a result, I learned to talk less and speak no more than what is necessary. Uncovering the secret behind the prophecy may come with its perils. If you need someone who would never lie, I can join you. Sino. Alright. Read Rosaria's letter. I must make one thing clear. First, I am not someone who would never lie. Okay, I appreciate that level of honesty. After hearing your question, I thought about many things in the past in earnest, and recalled many occasions upon which I lied. I often make up excuses to avoid choir practice. I also tell white lies too, sometimes to make myself happy and other times to allow myself to give up on some struggles. The nicest lie I've ever come up with is the one I've told Farka, that I don't want to stay in Mondstadt. Farka responded with another lie, and that was his advice to me. Your current abilities are not suited to life beyond Mondstadt's borders. Huh. I can't be the answer to this question, but I suggest that you consider what never lying actually means. Does it mean to never deceive, to never lie with ill intent? It's a pity that I'm not the one you're looking for, but I believe that someone who meets the requirements will turn up. Good luck. Now that was an interesting little bit of information there, a conversation that her and Varka had. I was not expecting to have that dropped into this part of the quest. Honestly, I'm telling you, the timed event quests always have some good lore drops or something else that can add to the story of the characters in game. Like, you would not expect it to be there, but they always like gatekeep it behind timed quests. So this is something that newer players who join like much after all of these quests have been done will never know. Like the very first Albedo quest we had, like before the Susbedo quest, Like, I won't really understand that because I wasn't here for that quest, the very first Albedo quest they dropped in. And then, of course, I wasn't here for the very first Mona official and a Scaramouche quest, so I was never actually formally introduced to the Balladeer in that first one. By the time I was introduced to the Balladeer, it would have been, say, in Azuma. That's when I first saw the Balladeer kind of in-game. And it really sucks that they hide some of the good stuff behind, like, time-gated quests, like the whole entire fact that the sky of Tevat might have been fake was dropped in there, and then we don't hear about it again later until you actually reach Sumeru. Then it's mentioned in another context apart from just being in the timed event quest, and that to me is absolutely insane. Like, I mean, I'm grateful that people actually record most of these timed event quests and put them up on YouTube, so at least others that have potentially not played it earlier can still get a chance to watch it and understand. But I mean, yikes, come on, Genshin, stop time gating these quests. Yikes. Read Razor's letter. Okay. Oh, okay, it's short, sweet, simple. Thank you, Razor. I asked my teacher Lisa to write this letter. It's much better than the ones I wrote. Many thanks. I don't lie. I trust you. Come to me when you need me. I will always be there for you. Razor. Oh, okay, that's kind of sweet. Okay, I liked Razor's letter. That one was good. Probably because it's short and sweet and simple. Aha. Okay, read letters about a legend that never ends. I would have expected Alice to be in this category, and same as Lisa, because, okay, Lisa being a librarian, Alice probably being good with bedtime stories, because I mean, Klee, I don't know, I just expect that, but not like Alice will show up here for us if we just ask her to, right guys? Yikes. But Alice dropping Wen as a playable character? Wen? Okay. About the legend that never ends. Read Lisa's letter. Legends were created by humans. In that sense, no legend endures forever, and all stories must end in regret someday. But as long as a good story lives in people's hearts, it doesn't in some way live on forever. That's the conclusion I've come to after years of reading anyway. Best of luck, little cuties. Lisa. Okay. Read Klee's letter. Mom writes travel guides, but she did have a friend who wrote fairy tales. So Klee's heard that a story its author spends their whole life writing will always be a good one. Klee. Cute. Kale, she wrote a letter as well to the mailbox. Okay, let's read. I think a legend that never ends should be a story filled with hopes and dreams. It works like a baton that's passed on from one person to the next, offering something meaningful to everyone that it touches. I was once greatly encouraged by such stories, so I think I'll be going with this answer. Kale. Okay, you know what I find really ironic about this? The fact that the people that came into the category of the legend that never ends, they're the ones that somehow wrote the shortest, sweetest, simplest letters, whereas everybody else wrote like these long, like paragraph sort of type letters. It's insane to me that everyone else just like in this one category wrote the shortest, sweetest, simplest letters. Okay, Klee makes sense because like she's young, but still very well written. That was very well written up as well. Then Lisa's letter was so sweet, short, simple, and she's a librarian. You would think she would drag this out by writing more. Kale's one, it's understandable, like she wanted to get straight to the point with hers. Like, I like this. I was expecting for some reason this one to be the longest set of letters. But no, this turned out to be so sweet, short and simple. Read other letters. Well, we're done here, so I guess we can stop reading and get back to the rest of the quest, because yikes, I've already spent 20 minutes doing this in stream. Okay, stop reading. Okay, now we go to Sucrose.
Let me quickly summarize what we found out about a flower that is not of this world. Tainari believes that on closer examination it might be logically paradoxal, while Albedo says that his answer would be better discussed at length in person.
Okay, not bad.
As for my answer, I think a clock in the shape of a flower would constitute one that is not of this world.
Aha, More hinting at Istaroth. Just saying.
Here's what we've gathered regarding a guide who will never get lost. Mona said that she'd like to join us in uncovering the secret behind the prophecy, while Bennett suggests Fischl, Mona, or the Traveler as potential candidates.
Alright, not bad.
Mika didn't submit much, but he did draw a vegetation map for Master Tighnari, and wrote up a dragon spotting calendar for Cyno.
That's actually kind of sweet.
Amber also wrote in. She said that she sees herself as nobody's guide, but everybody's friend.
Aww.
As for one who would never lie, Rosaria removed herself from consideration, but both Razor and Cyno were willing to support us in our search.
Interesting.
Timaeus seems to have forgotten to write to us.
I can't believe he forgot. Like, yeah, he was supposed to be one of the candidates here. Yikes.
And finally, this is what we've gathered on a legend that never ends. Klee said that her mom has a number of friends who like to write storybooks.
Alright.
Misa believes that legends live forever in people's hearts. I think that for a legend to be never-ending, it has to be filled with hopes and dreams, and actively passed from one person to the next. So, what are the answers to the 4 riddles then?
Indeed, what are the answers?
You're really smart, Paimon. I bet you can figure it all out in no time. Or, let's all share our thoughts on what we think the answers might be.
Is anyone gonna walk up to us while we're doing this? Anybody gonna join up with us at all? Anybody? Somebody?
Wait for me!
Aha, there we go. I was right. I was absolutely 100% right. We've got Timaeus joining us now. So he did have a letter to submit. Just very, very late.
Timaeus, what brings you here?
Indeed, what does bring you here, Timaeus? Speak freely.
I'm sorry, I really am. The time just got away from me and I didn't get around to writing that letter. However, I'm happy to announce that I think I can be the one who would never lie.
Really? I find that hard to believe. I feel like Cyno would still be a far better candidate, but let's see.
Huh? This is kinda sudden. Not that we don't trust you, Timaeus, but, could you elaborate a little after you catch your breath?
Yeah, I mean, that would be kind of helpful if he could.
Of course, of course. Do you still remember the time I, collaborated with a certain Miss Ying-ar?
Rings a bell, yeah. I remember this.
Well, basically, she helped me out a lot with my research into potion making once, and, well, we've stayed in touch through letters ever since.
Wait, so Ying-ar is the girl from Liyue that Sucrose mentioned earlier?
How has it not been obvious, Paimon? Do you not remember that quest? Like, it looked a lot like they were starting to flirt with each other. So I would assume naturally that would be the girl. Oh, come on. It's been obvious this whole time, guys.
We always assumed you were hard at work every time we saw you at the crafting bench. So you've just been writing letters to Ying-ar the whole time?
No, well, I mean, not all the time. I've done some work too. And anyway, our correspondence covers a lot of serious topics, like perfumes, potions, alchemy. Anyway, a few months ago, I made a vow to the heavens that I will be true to myself and never utter an insincere word until the day that I've managed to win Miss Ying-ar's heart.
Yeah.
So, at Star Snatch Cliff, you were picking Cecilia's as a gift for Ying-ar?
Possibly so she could turn it into some kind of fragrance or perfume. At least that's what I'm assuming.
Well, that's right. The Cecilia flower is said to represent a once wayward heart, transformed by the power of love. I couldn't think of a better flower to give than that.
Yeah, I feel like she'd still want to turn it into perfume, though, just to, you know, like, preserve the scent or the memory, I guess, of Vaya's scent.
I know full well that Miss Ying-ar is far more knowledgeable than I in both the ways of the world and the ways of our craft, but I thought I should make the effort for once and put myself out there.
Okay.
which brings me to the subject of the last few days and the Windblume Festival. I thought it was time for me to invite Miss Ying-ar to Mondstadt.
To Mondstadt, huh? Interesting.
But yesterday, Albedo told me that Sucrose has been working hard to help another girl achieve her dream.
Huh?
And when I went to take a look at our roster, I saw that she'd done my remaining work for me.
Oh.
I feel incredibly guilty. I've been spending all of my time in my own fantasy world while everyone else has been bending over backwards to help other people. How could I ever hope to be worthy of Miss Ying-ar's love if I'm so selfish?
Oh.
Oh, Timaeus.
And that's why I've decided to join you.
But then what about Ying-ar? Yeah. Haven't you been planning this for over a month now? You said you were gonna invite her to Mondstadt.
Well, yes. I did mention in my letters that I'd like her to visit, which is why I just sent her another gift with my hand-picked Windblooms, along with a handwritten letter. I explained that a matter of great importance has presented itself to which I must devote my full attention for the time being. As soon as it's resolved, I'll make haste to Liyue to pick her up in person.
Oh, okay, cute, cute.
I made sure to package the gift and letter with the greatest care. All I can do now is hope that she'll understand. Point being, please know that I sincerely want to support you in this endeavor. Plus, I think I'm an honest person. As far as I recall, I don't think I've told a single lie in my life.
No, this is not. No, didn't he just lie to us earlier? Well, he didn't exactly tell us the girl's name. But, you know, I still feel like that would still be considered a bit of a small white sort of almost lie, would it not? He didn't exactly tell us who he was in love with, but I mean, he didn't exactly hide it from us either, but still, the fact that he didn't want to admit earlier that it was Ying-ar, but I mean, he is admitting it now, but I don't know, I still feel like Sino would be the better option, but since he's joining, I'm gonna assume it could almost be a Characters of Mondstadt thing again. Perhaps. Perhaps. I don't know, I get this feeling that not a single character from Sumeru will be joining us for these answers except for Kali, since it's centered around her wanting the answers to the prophecy. But we'll see.
Well, you certainly convinced Paimon with that speech. Don't worry, Timaeus. We won't let your determination go to waste.
Thank you, Timaeus.
Thank you, everyone. I promise to do everything I can to help.
Okay, so it looks like we found our one who would never lie. Great! Let's keep it up. On to the other three.
After some discussion, the group decides on a final pick for each part of the prophecy. Okay, you're kidding.
Ahem.
It's gone again. Yikes.
We have with us here the flower, the guide, the legend, and Timaeus.
Oh, whoa, and he's just Timaeus.
Why did you only say Timaeus' name? You should say my name too.
Oh, look at Klee.
All right. We also have Klee. That's me.
Cute.
Klee here. This all somehow feels like we're getting ready for a field trip.
There's nothing wrong with a more relaxed atmosphere, is there?
Albedo, have you figured out your answer yet?
Of course. We will soon see if my hypothesis has any merit.
I think it's kind of adorable how he came out here to like watch and look after Klee as well. Kind of exactly the way a big brother or a big sister, actually just an elder sibling would. That's adorable. He's just tagging along. But I would assume he also came to give his answer, not just to babysit Klee, because there are so many of us here already to watch her, but this is cute.
Actually, I'm still feeling a little nervous.
Aw, it's okay, Kali. We're all here with you. Don't worry, whatever the answer to the prophecy is, we're here with you.
Me too.
But weren't you all fired up just a moment ago?
Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's do this.
Actually, I'm a little worried too. Deep breaths. Deep breaths.
I know what you're feeling. Saying anything becomes so much harder when there are so many people watching.
Well, does anyone know the exact location of where we're headed, or should I do a reading on my scry glass?
Oh, we can help with that. Didn't Venti just give us a map earlier? Like in part 2 of this quest that I was playing through, I assume?
According to the prophecy, once we figured out the answer, we should test it at the Lantern of Utmost Joy. Wait, but where is this lantern? Oh, we know something about that.
I've already found out where it is, guys.
What?
Oh, okay, I think they're really shocked that we've been holding on to the sensor the whole time. Their reactions to this is so cute. The fact that they both just reacted at the same time. Adorable. You make up a story about how you discovered the location by
That's amazing. You really know how to
divining
do
the
everything
wind.
under the sun.
Then we'll let you lead the way.
Alright, follow me. I can be a great guide.
We're off to find the sacred location of the Lantern of Utmost Joy.
Wait, how much time do I actually have left to finish the mini events? Okay, I've got 19 hours, 30 minutes left to go before it ends. Because see, everything else here has been done. This has been done. This has been done. But none of this has been done. Like, everything has still been left undone. I've done none of this. And that's actually quite scary. By the way, I love the art that they made for that. I appreciate the amount of effort that actually went into make the art for just that bit. Now, where exactly are we going? Go to where the Lantern of Utmost Joy is. Yeah, but where do we find it? Is it not meant to show up on my map? Oh, there it is. Okay. So it'd be off Falcon Coast area. Yikes, I can't believe I couldn't find it at first. So we're going just off Falcon Coast. And then after this quest is over, I should probably go see my mushrooms dealer. By that I mean the guy, that little Arnar guy that sells the Rukashava mushrooms in Venerana, I believe. He sells at least like 5 every, I think 2 days or so. Yeah, I can't be bothered for some odd reason farming them, so I usually just rely on...
According to the map, it should be somewhere around here.
Let me take a look. Oh, it should be right up ahead.
So I usually just let that guy be my Rukashava mushroom supplier because I can't be bothered hunting them down. But I've heard, and I know it is a lot easier to hunt them down in Maltemia Forest, the one with the glowing mushrooms. In most places, the blue mushrooms. Yeah, I'd assume it's a lot easier to find within Maltemia Forest, and you can collect up to at least like 15 or more, I'd say, per day when they grow there. So about like at least 2 times more than what you would get from the Arnara that's selling them. But still. Any amount of Rukashava mushrooms is great. Especially for leveling up characters. You need that. You really do. Oh, look at our little crew.
Aww, I don't see any lanterns here.
Not yet, Queen, not yet. Look to the sky, everybody.
Now that I think about it, the prophecy didn't say anything about what the Lantern of Utmost Joy actually looks like, right? Maybe we've overlooked something?
Perhaps we have.
Traveler, are you trying to figure out something else from the paper?
Exactly. Venti's note here says we should look up and seek the answer from the sky.
That's reading too! Huh? It says to look up.
I like that there's like a nice little shot of Dragonspine just behind us. I find that kind of cool.
But there's nothing above us! The wind didn't trick us, did it?
Oh, wow, not Paimon getting mad at Venti. Yikes. Not another world join request. This is probably like the second one I've had so far while playing today. I would let them like come into farm, only thing is it would stop me from like questing. Yikes. The slip also says, now you should recite the incantation. Paimon, take a look at this.
Place the squirrel on the back of the pointy-eared cat, and a pious puppy will open the doors to show you the way. Huh. Paimon read the whole thing out loud, but nothing's happening.
Why do I feel like that could be a secret passcode to like, I don't know, make something that is unseen seen? Aha, it's a secret passcode. Yes, a wind current, which means we'd need to catch this current up, I assume? Not that I see anything upwards, but let's go.
What a strong wind current. Let's ride it up and see where it leads us.
Aha, so there is actually something to that side of us. Okay, nice.
We'll have to fly up there? Can someone carry me with them?
Here.
Okay, the fact that Timaeus is taller, but somehow Albedo's like, no, I can support your weight. Actually, I'd believe that, seeing as Albedo isn't exactly human, it would make sense that he probably could, or is strong enough to support Timaeus' weight, but interesting. Okay.
This is the first time I've ever flown like this!
Wow, this place actually looks kind of pretty. Oh no, I see an umbrella. Why is this giving off vibes of Alice? Alice vibes? This is probably the only time we'll get to be here, so let's explore a little bit, shall we? Oh, there's a little tree here. Does it give off wood? What kind of tree is this? It's giving off fragrant cedar wood. Okay, nice, nice, nice. So what is this exactly, huh? We can sit here too, guys. Oh my goodness. Aha, look at that. Do you guys see what I see here? This. It means this is definitely made by Alice too. Yikes. Another Alice participation in Windblume? Is it?
How did this little island get up here in the sky? Did somebody make it?
Looks a lot like that, yeah.
Just to be safe, I've been jotting down our entire route here. This way, no one will get lost. Oh, good thinking, Kale! Huh. Who would have thought we'd find this kind of table here? Weird. It's almost as if someone was holding a tea party.
Looks like that happened here too, perhaps.
I never would have guessed that such a place could exist. Right above Mondstadt, too.
I don't think anyone would have ever guessed that, but notice how we had to say that weird little riddle for this to show up and for the wind current to come up. Definitely passcode protected or password protected. Interesting.
Wow, look at that pretty lantern on the table. There's even a chair for each side of the lantern, too.
Oh my god, yes, she's the first person to notice what we actually came here for, guys. The lantern. The first person to notice. Little Clee.
There seems to be something on the back of this chair. Let me have a closer look. Take your seat, present your answers, and you shall reach enlightenment.
Okay.
Well, as far as instructions go, I guess that's simple enough.
Interesting.
So we just need to do as it says, right?
Wait a second.
Huh? What is it, Albedo?
We'd better make sure this place is safe before taking our seats. Everyone, please stay clear for a moment.
Oh, is he really searching for traps? Okay, it does sound a bit odd that this whole area is just sitting here. Just randomly showed up after we've set the passcode. He's right, we could be being set up here. Never know. But I don't think Venti would give us clues to anything that would set us up for getting hurt. At least I'd hope not. Everyone vigilantly watches as Albedo conducts a thorough investigation of space.
Impossible to feel stressed here.
How is everything, Albedo?
Everything seems to be fine. I didn't find any traps or suspicious mechanisms, but I also couldn't find any overt destructive devices.
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, it seems that wrong answers won't have any catastrophic consequences. Looks like we'll have to sit on these chairs and fulfill the prophecy. Everyone, I would like to suggest that we try some risky answers on our first attempt. Let's reserve our most confident answers for the second round.
That sounds kind of smart. But why?
Yeah, why?
Ah, I get what he means. If we do as he says, then we may be able to figure out how the puzzle works.
I see. That makes a lot of sense. Mona, is there something wrong? You're not looking too good. Oh, are you hungry? I brought some snacks.
Thank you for offering, Clee, but that's not quite it. While Albedo was checking just now, I gave my scryglass a spin, hoping to find some information. But there's a strange aura to this place. It's almost as if someone has been staring at me as soon as we step foot in here.
Ah, I see.
But if nothing here has actually been physically tampered with, then no. Could that person be?
Mona just shivered. Did she sense some kind of great power? Oh, is she talking on Alice or is she talking on her own master? Lecturer, teacher.
What do you mean, Mona? Who could it be?
Huh.
Never mind. It's not like I've got any proof.
Don't leave us on the edge like this, Mona. I'll just do what Albedo said.
Yes. Let's test the hypothesis together, Clee.
Come on, join us, Mona.
Oh, all right.
Okay, then I'll answer the first question. If someone were to ask me to find a flower that is not of this world...
You can do it, Sucrose.
Aw, this is cute. Support. Emotional support.
Then I would fetch a tetragenic sweet flower.
Alright, I'm up next. My part of the prophecy is to find a guide who will never get lost.
Kale, I hope you found your answer.
My answer is that I will be that guide. For
Aww.
a long time, I have been guided by others. It's taken me a while, but I finally made it to where I am today. Although I still haven't made a name for myself, and I'm still quite immature, I would still like to put my name forward. Because I would like to become a guide that can help others. I want to help others the same way Amber, Master Tighnari, Cyno, and everyone else helped me. Now it's my turn to pass on the gift that I've been given.
Oh, we got Timaeus
All right.
approaching.
It's up to me to answer the third part. I'll submit myself as one who would never lie. Although I've never really had any other virtues or talents, I'm confident that I've always been an honest person. I'd like to thank everyone, too, for giving me this opportunity to validate myself.
And last but not least, I will answer the final part of the prophecy. There's no tale more befitting the title of a legend that never ends than our fates as human beings.
Okay, that's a fair answer.
The lantern just lit up! Whoa! All four sides of the lantern are glowing! Huh?
But all we did was submit a batch of test answers.
Kale, could I ask you to stand up for a second?
Oh, alright.
Oh, it stopped lighting up. Don't tell me everyone had to sit down all together for it to work.
Huh? What's going on? Why is it lighting up regardless of who's sitting in the chair? Didn't it say we have to answer all the questions correctly?
It's pretty clear now, isn't it? We've just proven that there is no right answer for this prophecy.
No right answer? But how could that be?
Although the instructions had come from an old and enigmatic prophecy, it is in fact nothing like the ancient mechanism that we had all imagined it to be. I believe the lantern only serves as a simple signal.
So what they're saying is that there is no such thing as a right answer. All answers are the right answer regardless. That's kinda nice. It's like a fail-safe way of also making sure you'd never get this wrong. Oh, who's this?
And to think, I never expected you to actually find this place.
Aha, it's that NPC looking lady that we met in the beginning. That looks like she might be from Shnaznaya.
What? There's someone else here?
We meet again, traveler.
Hey! You're that Outlander we met the other day at Good Hunter!
It's all thanks to you that I was able to find this place. Good thing that you were too preoccupied with the prophecy to notice someone tailing you from the shadows.
Oh, is that so? Then, why do I spy yet another person following in your shadow?
Rosaria, of course, we've got Rosaria following her.
Wait, really?
There's no need for pleasantries. You should know I'm here for you.
Rosaria is straightforward as ever, as per usual.
Is it just because I'm a visitor from abroad?
I think she's been acting too suspicious this whole time.
I was there when you snuck your way into Marjorie's place.
Oh.
Huh. So you had your eyes on me even then, huh? That was 2 whole weeks ago, you know.
It's hard not to notice you when I'm on duty every day.
All right. In that case, I'll admit it. I was the person who slipped this prophecy into the storybook.
Whoa. Hold up a second. Did Rosaria just say on duty every day? So what exactly is she? Is she still a non-sister of the Church of Mondstadt, or is she something else entirely different to what I perceived? Because she's got the whole sister outfit, but in a very not so sisterly way. Because I'm sure if you've played through the Mondstadt quests, you've basically gone to the church a handful of times, right? And let's be honest, the way that a lot of the other non-sisters are dressed is very different to the way Rosaria dresses. So what exactly is she? Is she like an undercover agent sort of deal? What are the chances that her and Yelan probably know each other, and say like her and Yelan both went to like say a secret academy or something of learning how to be spies at working undercover or in stealth mode for their own nations? Like, honestly, I find that really, I don't know. There's just something about this that's really odd. I feel like Rosaria and Yelan probably know each other as well. I just get that vibe. Except Rosaria prefers to protect Mondstadt, while Yelan looks out for Liwei and works on behalf of Ningguang. Yeah, this is interesting. So she goes and patrols every day, huh, in Mondstadt. Yeah, the whole entire being a sister thing is just a cover at this point to me. That's what I'm seeing it as, but you know, each to their own. Everyone's valid to their own opinion on Rosaria, I suppose. But that doesn't make her any less cool. If anything, it makes her far more mysterious and interesting. Let's keep going.
Huh? But why? Then, does that mean this wasn't a real prophecy after all?
Who knows?
Don't worry. Even though you probably have plenty of reservations about me, you can be sure that the prophecy is genuine. In fact, many of you here today may have heard the code name of the one who left the prophecy to me. She hailed from an ancient assembly of powerful women, each of whom used a single letter to signify themselves.
Who would have guessed? It seems that power was indeed left behind by the old hag after all.
Ah, so you're B's student. It's an honor to meet you. I am Scarlet, the successor of Jay.
Whoa. Just from Mona calling her an old hag, Scarlet already had a very good idea of whose student she is. Did everyone just refer to her as the old hag? Yikes.
Well, what are you talking about?
It's a long story, but I'm not quite sure that I'm the best person to tell it. Since you've all spent so much time and energy trying to decipher this prophecy, you must also be very interested in the secret behind this lantern, no? The lantern has already been lit. Now then, please allow me to disturb your happy peace.
Huh. Why did this little thing just light up? How strange.
No way, why does that sound like Lisa?
Hello? On the other side of the lantern. Can you hear me over there? Mom?
It's not Lisa, it's Alice.
Oh, I hear many youthful voices.
Madam, I am Scarlet, the successor of Jay.
Oh, since we've last gathered, Jay's successor has already become so reckless and bold. Unbelievable.
Wait. Why are you talking just like the old hag?
Oh my god, no way, it is Mona's old instructor, teacher.
Old hag? Who would dare say that? Is that Mona?
Who are you? Who dares imitate my master?
And what of imitation and mimicry? It has always been a fool's errand to mimic and learn from humanity.
Oh, it's Alice. I'm here too.
Oh, cute.
Mom, why are you trying to talk like other people?
So I see everyone's here. Well then, my warmest greetings, everyone.
Miss Alice, why would you...
Well, it's been many years since this lantern last lit up. You can't blame me for thinking that one of the old friends from my youth may have decided to catch up again.
Why she sounds so coy all of a sudden?
Probably because she knows there's more than just the one guest now.
And if I recall correctly, we left this lantern in the care of the Animo Archon Barbados. You must be commended for uncovering an artifact and trusting to the god of wind himself. Tell me, are you sitting around my beloved tea party table?
Yes.
It's a really long table.
Oh, so you are. I suppose this means even the Animo Archon has granted you entry to this place. Was all of this Scarlet's doing?
Yes.
Wait. I'm completely lost now. So what was this assembly you were talking about earlier?
Oh, Miss Alice, would it be all right to leave the explanation of that to you?
Well, you should be rewarded for making it all the way up here and activating the lantern. Now then, let me tell you a long and ancient story.
You know what this means, guys. We're about to get a little cutscene time. Let's go. Love this. The cutscene's always so pretty.
Ever heard of the Hexen Circle? As the spooky name suggests, it's a secret society. Once upon a time, it even challenged the Animo Archon himself. But he replied, "Let us make music, not war, and resolve our conflicts through song." From then on, the mages would only ever convene in the woods, in the skies, or on the edges of cliffs. At these tea parties, they discussed their stories and secrets and resolved their differences, as the tea and cakes bore witness to their pledge never to fight amongst themselves.
Yesterday I snuffed out the life of my beloved. He had grown old and was extremely sick. He loved me dearly, so I took his fate in my hands and ended his pain.
Yikes.
I'm raising a son. Of all the children I had, he's the only one left.
Aww. It's a little Beto.
But I suppose that still makes me a mother.
Aw, baby Beto.
My lifespan is nothing compared to yours, so I wish to leave you with my storybook. Actually, maybe you can pass it on to your children one day.
Oh, this looks interesting. Let me scry.
My dear sisters, we mustn't let prophecies threaten our bonds of friendship. Even the most frightening witch was once a little girl, and growing up can be so tough. Sometimes we all need to vent our troubles to the wind. Even if the nations go to war, or the sky falls down, the mages' tea parties shall forever be held around this table.
held their meetings.
Interesting.
That's right. We often met here to chat and have tea.
I like that little backstory. And did anyone else notice how cute baby Beto looked? He was adorable. Little baby Beto. Aww. Okay, that's gonna be like a new name for him, I suppose. I'm sure everyone has seen the little cat Beto memes. Now we've got baby Beto. Oh, wholesome.
Then, what about the part saying that if we light the lantern of utmost joy, we'd receive a supreme blessing?
About that. I never expected anyone other than Jay to actually read the full contents of that prophecy. It's a little embarrassing. The truth is, that prophecy was actually just a letter that we sent to Jay as a group the day before her wedding.
Cute.
So it was indeed written by all of you?
I must thank you for resisting the urge to immediately reveal the truth to everybody, Albedo. Knowing you, you probably figured out everything the moment you laid eyes on the message.
No, it took me a little longer than that.
A flower that is not of this world, a guide who will never get lost, one who would never lie, and a legend that never ends. These 4 descriptions signify 4 individual mages.
Let me guess. A guide who will never get lost would have been B or Mona's master. One who would never lie. Oh no, one who would never lie is probably B or Mona's master. Okay, you know what? I'm a little confused there. J would be a legend that never ends. A flower that is not of this world. A flower that is not of this world could be Rhine-daughter, as she creates things using alchemy very often. Like how she created Baby Beto. Then which one is Alice? Is she one who would never lie or a guide who will never get lost? Because I feel like J fulfills the last one. And then one who would never lie is probably... I feel like that could be Mona's master. So a guide who will never get lost would have been Alice, I think.
When a member of the organization had to leave the group to spend the rest of her days with her beloved, the other mages would write down this prophecy and send it to her to invite her for a final get-together. A flower that is not of this world signifies, of course, flowers that do not naturally exist in this world. This is the signature of our full name, Rhine-daughter, also known as Gold.
Aha, there we go. I had a feeling this one was going to be Albedo's creator, mother.
If there's anyone in this world who could create a flower species that does not yet exist, it would be her.
Yeah.
The guide who will never get lost is N, otherwise known as Nicole. You may not have encountered her yet, but she is a truly extraordinary woman who has made this world's direction and order her subject of study.
Nicole? Okay, I got this one way off.
Some of you may be fortunate enough to have already heard her voice. Like a prophetess, she will only speak to guide people toward the truth when a change has occurred in the world.
Oh? Some people might have already heard her voice. Could she have been a part of this... You know the quest for Scaramouche? The Wanderer quest? When he tried to erase himself, and at the end we hear that voice speak to us, Paimon and Traveler. What if that was Nicole?
She has a tendency to suddenly speak in someone's mind without any warning.
Aha, it's Nicole. Huh? Could she have been the one who spoke to me while we were investigating Scaramouche? Yikes. Yes, don't get mad at me, guys. I did rename him Scaramouche, but with that fancy little E, because apparently that's still qualified as renaming him. They didn't think this was suspicious or anything at all. Hoyoverse was just like, okay, sure, you can name him Scaramouche with that fancy little E.
If one day you would be unfortunate enough to run into a truly dangerous situation, she may use her voice to guide the way forward for you.
That actually sounds kind of sweet. That makes her sound like more of a friend than a threat or anything, and I'm here for that. I'm 100% here for that,
Who would
guys.
have guessed that there are so many mysterious women in this world, and that they would all know each other?
That is actually a bit sus. Very much so.
The one who would never lie is me. I hope no one would take offense. It's just that I, Alice, or A for short, have always had a soft spot for those with sincerity and candor. As for A Legend That Never Ends, you may not know M in person, but you've likely encountered one of her works. Have any of you ever read The Boar Princess?
Yes.
Huh? I'm pretty sure every child in Mondstadt has read that book.
It's also one of my favorite stories. M was an exceptional human writer who used her prose to teach me the meaning of grief. Don't you think such a person would deserve a seat at the mage's table?
Paimon's getting more and more lost.
It may sound hard to believe, but I can attest to everything that Alice has said. Jay was also a mortal who aged and passed on, leaving her title to her students and followers. Alice, you've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors. It's now been centuries since the first of us took on her mantle. I've always wanted to meet you.
Do you also want to become a mage?
Title aside, I think I'm more interested in the meaning and purpose of the Hexen Circle.
Aww.
I used to think that the Hexen Circle was a group of women who could control the very fate of this world. But now, I've seen for myself that besides Jay, many other ordinary people were also among you.
True enough, but it does sound like they could have actually taken on the world if they really wanted to. But it sounds like after that little talk they had with Barbados, it really sounds like they decided to just become a bunch of friends that sort of come together once in a while to connect. Women with similar interests and just, you know, a common need to share their current goals or what they've achieved so far together with each other. That's what it really sounds like. They became like a little fellowship of friends, but one that you probably shouldn't mess with. No, you really shouldn't mess with that fellowship of friends, but still.
Do you think less of us now?
I don't think she does. I don't think anyone would.
No, not at all. My interest has been piqued, and I'm now even more drawn towards the idea of becoming a mage.
You're right. I've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors, but you are different. You are much more fascinating than any of your predecessors.
Huh.
Oh, has someone finally piqued Aunt Alice's interest?
Now is not a good time, Scarlet, but as soon as I am able, I will seek you out for a meeting. I want you to tell me all about Jay's married life back in her hometown.
So the mage who received the prophecy letter from all of you was Jay? She left the Hexen Circle after getting married?
Precisely. There was only one way the letter could have been interpreted. She would have known what we meant as soon as she saw the message. We were just asking one thing of her. Please come to see us again. Before you go and settle forever with your happiness, please come share some of it with your best friends and sisters.
Aww, how sweet.
So, the Supreme Blessing actually meant...
Friendship.
All journeys are fleeting and will eventually come to an end. What will give us the most fulfillment and happiness in the end are those who will greet us at our journey's destination.
Friendship.
Dear child, I believe you can also understand what I am talking about. We women will always have many troubles and encounter pains and frustrations that will keep us up at night. But no matter how hard things may become, we will cross mountains and oceans to see our best friends again, regardless of how many years have passed or how far the distance may be. As long as we can be with our beloved friends, our hearts will be filled with joy. To us mages, that's what being supremely blessed is all about.
Oh. I still don't get it, but I do know that all the mages are Mom's best friends.
If you ask how I see it, the Hexen Circle is just a group of ladies that I spent my youth with. Anyway, I'll introduce some of the other members to you all later. I still have a few things to attend to, so this will have to do for today.
Bye, Mom. Todoko says bye, too.
This is so cute.
Goodbye, darling, and farewell to all of our other friends as well. I'm sure we'll see each other again. Oh, now that I think of it, isn't it getting close to that time of year?
That time of year, is she referring to Windblume? We're already kind of celebrating it.
Yes, it's Windblume again, Alice.
It's also a special anniversary date. I'm sure you still remember.
Did Jay get married during the Windblume Festival?
Yes, I do remember now. It was on this day, many, many years ago, that Jay tied the knot. Oh, just in time for the Festival of Love and Freedom. Everyone, please enjoy this year's Windblume Festival to the fullest.
Aw, thank you. Alice's voice fades and the lantern grows dim. It is once again just a regular piece of decor. For a moment, everyone looks lost in thought, but soon chatter begins to fill the space again. Before long, everyone spreads their gliders to return to Mondstadt.
Whoa! Ah, Albedo! Why didn't you tell me we'd have to glide all the way back down?
Well, how else did he think they were gonna get back down? Did he really just assume that they were gonna, you know, magically just... Oh wait, I could definitely take a picture of this, right? Maybe I should just take out my little camera as well and take a picture of this. Oh. Oh wait, we already have this as an event camera, right? We do. But I suppose I could keep using the regular camera just to take the photos. Save. Because this is so cute. The fact that I'm not actually sure how to hide character here, so we're just gonna have to keep him here as well in these shots because I don't exactly know how to, yeah, hide him. Oh, these shots are actually so beautiful. I love how pretty they make this.
Those memories are so dark.
Okay, and perhaps just one more facing towards this way, I suppose? No? Yeah? This way? Because who knows when we're gonna come back here. And look at how pretty the scenery is, guys. Oh, okay, not what we're trying to do. We're trying to get you to sit down. And just one more with you facing towards this way, because honestly that view is really pretty too. Okay, I'm done. I'm done, guys. I swear I'm done. Now let's actually head back to Mondstadt and keep going with this quest. Before the quest itself also leaves us at some point. Oh, whoops. Yikes. Now where exactly was Mondstadt again? Well, Mondstadt would be that way, and so we'd be heading out here, I suppose. I don't know why I'm doing this when I could have literally just, you know, used the map, but I guess gliding through here is kind of nice too. Like, it's so scenic and pretty. Look, there's Windrise. I don't think Venti would be there right now, but, well, there is Windrise anyway. Can you believe before in game when I first started playing, instead of actually teleporting between Mondstadt and Windrise, I usually used to like run my way through there to here. And this is when I hadn't found enough animalculi either to have like the statue close to even being fully leveled up. The amount of stamina I used to take up in game just to do that. Yikes. Yikes. Well, let's run our way back to Mondstadt. Let's take the scenic route, you guys. Oh, the scenic route also has some berries. I'm so sorry we needed meat. Actually, we didn't really need it, but me being me, I'd like to collect that anyway. Why not? Oh, okay, I don't need it this time, but if it can't outrun me, why not? Oh, it's Godwin. No, we don't want to help an explorer right now. We're still in the middle of returning back to Mondstadt. Is that Timmy's birds? It is Timmy's birds. Oh, none of them died. Okay, close enough, close enough. Nope. Okay, we have returned back to Mondstadt. I'm assuming we have to go back towards the crafting bench. We have returned. That was a nice scenic route. Collected some meat, some mint, some settias. Collected some friendship too on that part of the quest. Nice. Oh no. Don't throw up, Timaeus.
Are you okay, Timaeus? Maybe you'd feel better if you just, you know, let it out.
Yikes.
I'm fine, I'm fine. I'm just a little glider sick, that's all.
You may want to look into getting your own gliding license when you have the time. It might prove helpful to you.
Or is he saying that the way Albedo uses his glider is too reckless? But actually it may help him a bit more if he did have his own glider, because he could just like sort of fly at his own pace, I guess. Maybe. Maybe.
Okay. Sure thing.
It sounds like you've still got something on your mind. Why don't you tell us? We're all happy to listen.
It's nothing, really. It's just, well, Alice's story was really interesting and romantic. I won't argue about that. But still, the whole thing wasn't quite what I was hoping for.
Oh? What was he hoping for then?
Of course, I didn't actually expect the supreme blessing to be real, but...
Don't say that. None of this was your fault, Timaeus. Honestly, it's more on me for having agreed to be the Windblume Festival's special ambassador. Had I not asked for everyone's help...
Aw, Sucrose.
If anything, it should be my fault for finding that prophecy.
Oh, no, I didn't mean to blame the two of you either. I just feel like this whole adventure didn't really end on a high note, and we also didn't really get anything out of it.
What do you mean we didn't get anything out of it? We got friendship out of it. We discovered more about ourselves. Come on, we did get something out of it, and we got a really cool story about the Hexen Circle. Like, think about it. How many other people in Mondstadt know about the existence of the Hexen Circle? Apart from Venti, now we're another few people that actually know about it. It's interesting.
But I'd say we still learned something new.
Yeah, see? Holly's right.
Well, that aside, Timaeus, you still need to go to Liyue to apologize to Yingar, right? Do you want Kale and I to accompany you?
Oh, Miss Yingar. Well, I mean, I just really don't want her to get mad at me. Now that I've come back to my senses, oh, I really don't know what I should do.
Hey, you three? You may want to look over there.
Oh, was that Yinger? She already arrived on her own? How did he notice that so quickly?
Huh? Miss Yingar?
Oh, so that's Miss Yingar? I've never met her before.
Yep, that's her. And she actually came all the way to Mondstadt.
I am so sorry, Miss Yingar. But how did you... I mean...
Are you so happy just to see me?
Cute.
Of course I am. I'm so happy that, I don't, sorry, I don't know what to say.
Aww.
I was ready to give you a harsh scolding, but now that I've seen you like this, I suppose I could let you off the hook this time. You said you couldn't come to pick me up because of a very important matter, right? Well then, of course I had to come and find you instead.
Should we go see how they're doing?
Paimon, no.
Why wouldn't? You'll get hit by a forest boar if you interrupt a couple's romantic conversation.
Mona.
Oh, really? We'll just leave them alone then.
They look quite happy. Maybe that's what Windblume's all about. Their adventure has come to an end. Everyone bids farewell.
I'm so glad to see Timaeus find his happiness.
And soon only a few people left standing by the crafting bench.
I have to say, I'm even more envious of you, Sucrose.
What? Why?
You can be happy just to see others happy. And you gave me so much help without any expectations in return. Even though you said that we're very much alike, I still feel like you have a much bigger heart than I do.
Aww.
But if you say that, then I'd say I'm also nowhere near as brave or tenacious as you. I guess we have the same amount of positive qualities. They're just spread over different parts of our personalities.
Fair enough.
I've never visited Sumeru, or made many friends from outside of Mondstadt. I'm happy just to have met and become your friend.
Aww. Cute.
Maybe I'll get shy and flustered when I meet other people I don't know in the future. But that's okay too.
Yeah, that's more than okay.
Since we are so alike, you probably get what I'm trying to say. You just need to believe that all of your issues aren't really issues at all.
Yeah, facts.
But isn't it too late now for me to learn to accept myself?
It's never too late to do something like that, Kale.
Well... Do you know anything about the blooming cycles of Cecilius?
I may have read about that in a book before.
That's a topic that my parents used to talk about back when they were still dating. Surprising, right? To think that people would talk about that while on a date. My mom brought it up at dinner one time last month. She called my dad the most boring man she knew, and said that he even turned up late to a date once. All with a smile on her face.
So she still lives with her mom and dad? Or her mom? Last month, huh? Dinner. Okay, cool.
But she also said that learning is just another part of life. It's never too late to start something, as long as you recognize that it's something good for you to do. Why don't you give it a try, Kale?
Okay, I'll try my best.
No.
They're really having a great conversation. Paimon can't even find a moment to join in.
Well, isn't it great that they're getting along so well?
I nearly forgot. This is for you.
This texture. Are these seeds?
Yep. I believe I mentioned my sweet flower research to you before. These are the seeds of the sweet flower cultivars that I've worked on.
Oh, She got Kale a little gift for Windblume.
It's nothing too special, but they're the best cultivars that I've made. So, I really hope that you'll like them.
Oh, don't be so nervous. I'm sure she'll actually appreciate this gift.
They're super sweet and easy to grow and keep. I'm also submitting them as my Windblooms for this year. I wish that the Animal Archon could also see how lovely they are.
Thank you. I'll plant them in the Avidia forest and take good care of them.
Kale, please take these notes with you. I've heard that you've been working hard on your studies, so I've prepared some study materials for you at Sucrose's request. Feel free to look through them whenever you can find the time. Mondstadt's doors will always remain open to you.
Aww. Even Albedo has a gift for Kale.
Thank you so much. Really, I don't know what to say. I'm just really happy.
Ah! Sucrose! Now's your chance! Didn't you want to collect a breath of joy? You're right. I almost forgot. Kale, can you exhale once into this test tube? I will save this breath of joy and use it in my research.
Oh, really? May I?
Of course.
Oh, that's interesting. She's still collecting the breath of joy. Kale exhales into Sucrose's test tube and the fluid turns a deep violet. A small sparkling cloud then puffs out of the test tube and rises into the air like a marshmallow before it's taken away by the wind.
Huh? What was that?
It was like a little cloud of happiness, and now it flew away.
Okay, we still have the test tube.
Well,
cute.
Luckily, there's still some breath left in the test tube. I'll seal it up for now. I'll keep working on it and let you know as soon as I have any breakthroughs in my research.
Yeah, you can write to me. I'll be sure to respond as soon as I receive your letter.
Oh, it looks like you found a new pen pal.
Oh, hey, the others made it back just in time.
Master Tainari! Sino!
If your friendship was forged in a test tube, does that make you test friends forever?
Oh, I see what Sino's doing there, guys. Best friends, test friends. He's doing the whole BFFF joke. Yikes. Ah, okay, this one wasn't so bad, but it didn't make me laugh exactly.
That's it. Think you've ruined Sumeru's reputation in Mondstadt beyond all hope of repair.
All that matters is that I've enjoyed Mondstadt immensely. The dragon here possesses a majestic form.
Also, he did get to actually take a look at Storm Terror at some point. Nice.
Oh, that reminds me. Traveler, this card back is for you.
Wait, for me? Didn't Sino commission this?
Sino wanted you to have one for yourself. If I had to guess, I'd say he probably wants you to use it if you challenge him to a duel.
Okay, cool.
I'm a master of the game. Do you dare challenge me?
Yes, let's duel.
Knock him off his high horse.
Or as Yugi would say from Yu-Gi-Oh, it's time to duel.
Wait! I've got something to give you too.
Oh, she has a gift for us too?
Huh? Kale has a gift for us? Yeah! I figured I should follow local Mondstadt customs and prepared a few small things themed after the Windblume Festival.
Aww. Is that a bookmark? We got a bookmark and it's got a Sumeru rose on it.
I made these bookmarks from Sumeru roses at the hotel. I want to give them to Amber, Master Tainari, and Sino. During Windblume, Mondstatters offer flowers to the people most important to them. You three are family to me.
But Tainari said that we're not anything like an academic family. He wouldn't write joint papers with us.
Well, in this case, we can consider ourselves as regular siblings. And that should be just fine.
Siblings, huh?
I agree. Oh, and here are some Padisara seeds as well. These are for the Traveler, Paimon, and everyone else from Mondstadt.
Oh, she brought back Padisaras. How cute.
Whoa, are these really for us?
Thank you, we really appreciate it.
So, are these your chosen Windblooms?
Mm-hmm, one of them. Both Padisaras and Sumeru roses are my Windblooms. Although they're not native to Mondstadt, they are the flowers that can best express my feelings.
Aww.
I want to give them to the people I feel thankful for. To those who I wish to accompany as we greet more seasons and future Windblooms together.
Aww.
The real blessing in life is when you are surrounded by people who you'd miss day and night, and who you'd want to see even if that meant crossing mountains and oceans to do so.
Ah, that's who I forgot about us running into. There was Amber, Eula, Clee, and Noelle. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I forgot that she'd been there too. Guys, I'm so sorry. Oh geez. I can't believe I forgot that Noelle had been up there too before when I was listing the amount of people that we ran into that probably submitted letters. Yikes. I almost feel bad for that now, kinda. Yikes.
I'm so happy to hear you say that.
Sucrose, do you see that cloud over there?
Huh?
Doesn't it look just like your test tube?
Does it? Joy above the clouds. Quest completed. Colley's Windbloom. Okay, we got 30 Primogems, Lazarite Swirl. That would be a new card back with Dvalin on it, right? And that's everything, I think, guys. Wait, can we take a look at the card back? Where would it actually be? Would it be with our deck? If we take a look at it on the deck, would it be here somewhere? Say edit deck. And then say, I don't exactly want to edit this, but if I want to edit like anything else, would it let me edit anything else here? Like, say the card back. Wait. Do we get to actually like change the skin for any of these? Wait, no. How do I change the... Okay, now I'm a little more than confused. Like, I do not know how to find the... This is so bad. The fact that I don't know how to find the area where you can actually see your card. Oh, there we go. Deck design settings. So would this be where we can change stuff like this around? So what would this be? Would this be leeway? So we've got the animal area, we've got Mondstadt, leeway, Inazuma, Sumeru. Interesting. Oh, so we can switch the card back. Okay, so we've got this, that's pretty plain and boring. We've got... Where exactly is the new one? We got Lazarite Swirl. Okay. This is cute, I like it. This is actually really pretty too. Cecilia. We've got Mondstadt. We haven't unlocked leeway yet. Sumeru. Legend. Inazuma. Okay. You know what, I'm gonna switch it to this because this is really pretty. I like this. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Anyway, should I just start on the... Should I really just start on this? Yeah? No? Should I? Should I be starting on this, guys? Should I? Because I haven't done any of the, yeah, I haven't done any of this, so should I start? Should I not start? I don't know. That's the real question here. See, like, I can't even afford this. Look at that, I've only got 480. 480, you guys. but I need so many of those. So many. So many. Yikes. But look at how pretty this art is. I can't every time. The art is always so beautiful. Like the way they actually make their characters look, it's so pretty. Like look at this albedo art. It's so cute. Even the venti one is real pretty. Even the way they drew Tignari, I just think the way they draw the cloaks on everyone is so nice. Like look what they did with Kali's scarf here, because she has like a short little cloak, but her scarf is so pretty. Even Devon looks so cool. And then you've got Eula, and they gave her like quite the little cloak as well. It's so nice. Okay, I'm definitely gonna take my time to play this like off stream, so I'll catch you guys later. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Love you all. Bye. Have a great day. Mwah.